Marvel is in trouble. Could Guardians of the Galaxy put it back on top? Maybe, but what if, God forbid, this film turns out to be another box office flop? What's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Glad you stopped by. And if you're new, hey, grab a seat and stay a while. But do me a couple favors first. Go down and hit that subscribe button. Then go next door, ring that bell, make sure it says all so you know when the next video pops up. Hit that like button. And before you head out, drop a comment down below. And if you're one of the regulars here, welcome back for another round. I ask that you also hit that like button. And before you leave, drop a comment. YouTube does love the comments. And of course, share the video out on all the socials. Okay, in just over a week, the latest installment from the Marvel Cinematic Universe hits the theaters. That will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the final installment of the sub-franchise, which is headed by James Gunn, about a ragtag bunch of losers who not only save the galaxy, but become a family. A film with very high hopes, as Marvel Studios is in a bit of a slump, shall we say, when it comes to the box office performances. Since, as has been said on this channel and other channels, one film post Endgame from Marvel Studios was able to turn a profit. And with the box office disaster that has kicked off Phase 5, that be Wasp, Ant-Man, whatever Mania, Marvel really needs a win. They need a win badly. But what if Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 follows the recent trend from Marvel Studios and it underperforms or just flat out flops at the box office? What would that mean for Marvel, and what would that mean for the under fire head honcho over there, Kevin Feige? You're getting nervous, huh? You getting nervous, huh? Yeah? Putz. Okay, so we're gonna look at Box Office Pro. Link will be down in the description today for some of the information regarding box office predictions. But I want to talk about what I think some of what this film has going for it, and what this film has going against it. So one of the things this film has going for it is the fact that this is the final Guardians of the Galaxy film. This is the last time fans will get to see these characters on screen. The last film that James Gunn is doing for the House of Mouse, as he is now the co-CEO over at DC Studios with Warner Brother. And I do suspect that there will be a lot of goodwill initially for at least the opening the weekend, so fans can say goodbye to these characters and this franchise within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Another thing it has going for it, this film is fairly, these stories are fairly isolated, with the exceptions of the interactions with Infinity War, Endgame, and the cameos, you can call them that, in Bor, Love and Under. These stories have pretty much been self-contained, so they've kind of not been a part of the MCU, which started in phase Bor. So this could possibly help this film's rewatchability and help it leg out better than other Marvel Studio films have done in the past. Now, that being said, there are some things that go against this film. Like most Marvel films, these films are not cheap. It's got a production budget. It says 200 million. With the way things are going with reshoots and visual effects, deadlines, and whatnot, I'm going to say it's somewhere between 200, maybe 250 on the high end. and then you add about a modest print and advertising budget of around 150 million. That gives this thing a total price tag somewhere between 350 and 400 million dollars, meaning to break even at the box office, this is going to have to make about between 700 to 800 million dollars. Now, keep in mind, post Endgame, there have been, out of the 7 films that have come out of Marvel Studios, 3 have crossed the $700 million box office mark. That being Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Meh, Boar, Love and Blunder, and Black Panther, Wakanda, whatever. Now, and of those 3, 1 turned a profit. Now, Box Office Pro puts the opening weekend range of domestically for this film, but somewhere between 120 and 150 million dollars. That doesn't sound bad, but it's just above. It's just above Thor, and it gets crushed by Doctor Strange and Black Panther. Then it also lists, and again, this is on the high end. For domestic total box office pro, and again, link will be down below in the description. By the end of its theatrical run, has it between 288 and 405 million dollars. Okay, sounds nice, but again, keep this in mind. This puts it in between Thor and Doctor Strange, and gets crushed by Black Panther. So, and these figures have actually been scaled down, so it's not looking great as far as early projections are going. But again, we will see. Also, Marvel films of late are heavily front loaded, and meaning that they make most, if not, they make at least half of their films within their first week. You can almost set a clock by it. By about 5 days, whatever the at least from the domestic side, whatever that number is, that's about half. And this film is going to have to leg out. It's going to have to be rewatchable. It's going to have to pick up really good word of mouth for this to be successful, as within 2 weeks. 2 weeks after Guardians is released, Fast and Furious 10 is released. So it's going to have some stiff competition. And so, final thoughts on this, just with all those factors in there. If this film bombs, based on everything post Endgame, Marvel is pretty much on life support as it is. If this film bombs, you might as well just pull the plug. And I mean, what does Marvel have left to close out this year? They have The Marvels, which has been delayed at least 4 times and is now in early November, where it is sandwiched in between Dune and The Hunger Games. That's not going to do well. And if this is the case, of the last 9 films that Marvel Studios has put out in the theaters, 8 will have underperformed at the box office. This is not a good sign. This is not a good track record, and Disney has already run Star Wars into the ground. Marvel's not far behind. But hey, these are just my thoughts. I'm going to turn it back to you. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And again, thank you for stopping by, and check me out Friday for Friday night's Royal Rumble, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on Legion Talk. And yeah, but before you head out, quick reminder: hit that subscribe button, ring that bell if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, hey, Thanks for sticking around this long. I appreciate that, and I will see you very soon. Have a great rest of your week. Always have fun. Hashtag keep talking, and always keep that smile on your face. Toodles.